I love the rumble, the sound of a V8 engine. There's no comparison to an old American muscle car. It's got to sound right. Now, we're in downtown Elizabethtown, Kentucky for the 8th annual Cruise in the Heartland.
Elizabethtown's downtown used to be vibrant, busy, businesses everywhere. You could go and buy an ice cream and next door go buy your entire bedroom furniture and then go buy a suit. And that's what people would do down here. And of course, over the years, the things have changed. Our downtown began to die completely. The revitalization kicked off probably about a decade ago. And our former mayor, Mayor Tim Walker, who unfortunately passed away in 2013. Mayor Tim Walker was one of the absolute first people to step up and really have a dream, have a vision, and he has created and left a legacy. He left us way too soon, unfortunately. And Mayor Edna Berger, she walked into his footsteps, really, and she just kept it going. And so cruising is definitely a reward of that, a success of that, and we get to see that year in and year out.
Basically, it's a large car show. It consists of anything from the 1920s all the way to 2017.
So this all started 8 years ago, and it was a small group of car guys that just love cars, and they decided that they were going to shut the streets down of downtown Elizabethtown and have a car show, or car cruise rather, or cruise in, not charge the folks, and they thought maybe 300 to 400 cars, that'll be a good day. Really, they actually woke up and they had 932 cars the very first day. My first year in 2012, I didn't know what to expect. I really hadn't even attended a Cruise in the Heartland event. And so I walked out into the downtown streets after all of the cars had been parked. And immediately we realized that, you know what, this event is so huge because of the atmosphere that our downtown creates. It is small town. Most of us grew up in these small towns in rural Kentucky. And you know, you didn't even have a stoplight or a stop sign. And this brings back that feel, especially with the classic cars. This is a step back into time that we all yearn for. We all want to go back there, even if we weren't around then when a lot of these cars were made. It's just it's absolutely one of the best experiences, especially if you're a car lover, that you can even imagine.
I have had a love for cars all my life. Just as a little kid, little country boy, I would, anytime my mom or dad could afford to buy me some type of little car or whatever, then I wore the wheels off of it. When I got in my junior year in high school, I took on a job at a local grocery store, and I found a 1970 Mercury Cougar, and it was love at first sight. Every penny that I could earn, I put in the vehicle, and it was my best girlfriend then at that time, so it was a lot of fun. In 1975, I'd been out of high school about a year, and I decided for some strange reason that I wanted a new car. So I went to a local Ford dealership here in E-Town. Back then was called Dusty Rhodes Ford, and purchased a new 75 Mustang. Wasn't what I thought it was going to be. After I got it, I was very depressed actually that I let my other car go. I sold it, couldn't get it back. And over a trek of about 37 years, I searched for another car. I wanted a 1970 Cougar. I found a 1969, and once again, there's that love for that old Cougar again. So there we go.
We welcome any vehicle at all that can come into this. We even allow motorcycles, although we don't see that many. But you see a little bit of everything.
Muscle cars, street rods, rat rods, new Corvettes, the whole gambit.
Camaros, Chevelles, the best of the best you're going to see. I've seen rusty old vehicles that people are in the middle of restoring, all the way up to vehicles that are probably worth way more than my house is. So you don't know what you're going to get here. Now we see over 2,000 cars every single year, especially on a day like today when the weather is absolutely perfect. This is one of our favorite days in our community because the sense of community, the sense of everyone supporting one another. Not only that, seeing all these people down here. Our favorite stories at these events are from the folks that have never been to Elizabethtown before. We get to share a little bit of our town. Elizabethtown has grown and grown and grown. We have over 30,000 people that live within the city limits of E-Town, but we still live and operate and do business just like a small town.
This is really a friendly down-home atmosphere. We have people from several states that join us every year, and it's just good camaraderie between everyone, and we all enjoy looking what the other person has to offer us on 4 wheels or 2 wheels for that fact sometimes. So yeah, I think for the most part we may not know one another personally, but we have a kinship for old cars. So it's really been good for the community, been good for the city of Elizabethtown, and of course it's been real good to the car enthusiasts.